instance, if you have a sacral chakra that's underactive, you're going to tend to feel sluggish in things that are normally your forte. Is a good way to do it. So let's just say you're a highly energetic person. All of a sudden, you start to feel really, really sluggish. There's things that you can do to check your chakras, like pendulums. Let me find, put that other one right here. So you can use pendulums. These are an amazing tool to use. What are you doing, girl? You can use these guys, and what ends up happening, so for instance, we have about 143 chakras throughout the whole body. There's 7 major epicenters, and there's a whole bunch of minor epicenters throughout the body. So for instance, in Eastern medicine and in Reiki, energy flows from here. In the Eastern religion, this is called, in martial arts, this is called your Laogang points. These are your energy centers. Same with Reiki. Your energy flows from here, because a lot of people don't realize that Reiki was actually brought to us by Dr. Asui. Now, Dr. Asui studied with the Qigong masters in Japan before he brought Reiki to the Western world. Qigong is, well, that's pretty much what that diploma is up there. Anybody who knows anything about martial arts knows the Wu family. Oh, I love you too, girl. The Wu family is our lineage. That's where we learned from. Our lineage trained the Chinese military for the last couple of thousands of years. Not only that, but literally we're the ones who brought Qigong to the Western world, which is absolutely amazing. Now, what that does is it combines, the left and right brains, the yin and yang energies into one. So, for instance, as I said, this is a chakra point in itself. So you see how that's kind of wobbly? That's because I kind of put it out. Now, if I stop it, and just let it sit, because I don't want to influence it. So you see how it starts spinning nicely. That's a balanced chakra. Now, if you were to get a really, really slow spin or a wobble, chances are that chakra's got some issues. It's either overactive or underactive. An overactive chakra will start to spin like crazy with a pendulum. But as I said, the big trick is keeping your hand straight. So that being said, once your hand is straight and you're not influencing the pendulum, it can move on its own. It can pick up the energy, because remember, crystals resonate at a much, much higher frequency than we do. We resonate at 32 hertz, as I've said to you guys before. So that being said, it's kind of, it's kind of one of those things when it comes down to it, is when you want to think of science, just so that way you guys can see. You've all learned this in science at one point in time or another. It's just nobody's demonstrated it to you kind of this way. So you have a 100 hertz tuning fork. You have a 4,000 hertz tuning fork, right? So now, for instance, if I ring this tuning fork, you learn this in science. We'll take them and put them on either sides of the room. Oh, you're going to run right up in my face, girl. We'll take them and put them on either sides of the room. So now, for instance, if I ring the 100 hertz, this, you can't even feel it. You can't see it. Nothing is happening on the 4,000 hertz. And the reason why is this frequency is too low to resonate to move this frequency. Now, that being said, I stop this one. This one is moving. The reason why that is just like with a car stereo or with your neighbors. Your neighbors have some music cranked up one day, and guess what? Well, you don't like it. So you just so happen to have a better stereo system. You crank yours up. Your frequency becomes higher because of the amplification that's behind it, whether in your subwoofer, your spirit, whatever you want to call it. Oh, Mika, you're going to go running right into there. Everybody's going to want you. Oh, it's like, what you guys doing? You looking at my eye? So that being said, as I said, a higher frequency will always dominate a lower frequency, but a lower frequency can technically not dominate a higher frequency. So for instance, we resonate at 32 hertz. If you're in Europe, you're in a 50 hertz system, which is a little bit, it's not double, it's a little bit less than double. If you're in North America, you're resonating in the walls in your electricity at 60 hertz. So that being said, we're at 32 hertz on an average, us as people. Your pancreas, your spleen, your kidneys, one's 28, one's 32, one's, 29. But on an average, 32 hertz is what the human body resonates at. Hence why sound therapy, can influence us. You're in a bad mood, you turn on some music, gets you angry, crank it up, guess what? You just got a whole lot angrier. Does you no good. So that being said, you're in a bad mood, put on some happy music, crank that up, and then try to be angry. Good luck with that, because now the music that comes through your stereo, a lot of people don't realize this, is it plays a huge part in cleansing crystals as well as the human energetic field. Again, resonant frequencies. So in your car, in your house stereo, whatever it is, your vocals go from 12,000 hertz to 20,000 hertz. So now, again, this resonates at, well, it's got a little bit of a chip in it, but this resonates at hundreds of thousands of hertz. So that being said, when you try to dominate this, guess what's going to happen? It's not going to work. Hence why you'll all know people who you'll give a crystal to, and they might be the hardest person against them, but eventually they warm up to them. And all of a sudden they're just like, well, why? Like her right now, the rose quartz goes down, she's got to investigate. Animals are very, very prone to energy. Come on, girl, you can't take up all of the room. You come over here with me. How's that? Come with me. Yeah, I got you. We got you, girl. But yeah, that being said is, so you think of it, you are in a bad mood today. You sit there, you hold this crystal. This crystal will oscillate a lot higher than you. Even Nikola Tesla did it if anybody knows anything about him, he had actually an experiment that the city of New York had to send the police officers to his apartment building. And what he had done is he had created an oscillator out of crystal, so clear quartz, this is rose quartz, but quartz is quartz. But he used clear quartz and he made an oscillator. And what that oscillator did is it took the resonant frequency of the building and it turned it back on itself. So it's like the frequency of this phone here being put back on itself. What will happen? It will destroy itself.
So again, I want to say thank you so much for another amazing evening and great company. I couldn't ask for more. It's truly an honor and it's truly a blessing every day that we get to spend together. And that's really all I can ask for. So from my heart to your heart, and from the hearts of everybody that we're able to touch, thank you. It's truly awesome and it's truly an honor. So again, love you guys, and we will see you again tomorrow around 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. So again, hopefully you guys have a great day tomorrow, and we will see you then. All right, take care, guys. Love you.